We go up towards the leaders for 22 laps of flat-out racing. LCR is ready to go. It began 2019 with bang in Belgium. Are we going to find out as LCR Season 6 is off in Belgium? It's a good start there from LCR. A great start from Fensmore on the first row, down towards turn 1. Go down the inside. On the defence goes Mulder. Leopard more going on the outside. Hit down the inside of both Melanie and Leopard. What a move from the Frenchman, potentially fine down towards Bruin and Raddy on the roof for the first time. They're 3 wide now, 2 wide as Melanie trying to defend the outside. Of course, he'll be on LCR Leopard up towards Raddy on. They come for the first time. Leopard gets the move done. Melanie gets the move done. Killer starts meanwhile battling away with KLC Jenny. You can also see LK and Liam also side by side rumble with a rear view mirror on the back wing and almost the front row seat of Killer Snipes there between Liam and LK. Down the inside goes the pair of them. Meanwhile, let's be Johnny just about managed to fend off Snipes. Looks like Liam has found a way past that and found a way past all 3 of them in the end. Johnny and Snipes get himself muddled up, and then Snipes is off and collects LK. Both of them go off into the wall. An absolute chaos for them guys flying through. What about further down, Smith? Any improvements?
Not really, obviously. Like, I was on board with Snipes and LK, and I saw that move happen. But what I say, brilliant move from Liam there to get past Johnny and Killer Snipes through Lecom. That was absolutely beautiful move from him. But obviously, hit the big winner so far out of the top guys, but Leopard is right on his tail and hunting him down already.
Now have a car in the way of him. LCR Fens currently. VBR hit is blocking an LCR 1-2-3. That'd be a nice sight to see in LCR, but it only makes sense, wouldn't it? But we want to have a bit of sort of rebelness here today. But Leopard looks racy, coming towards Bloshimon and the bus stop chicane. He's now shifted to the inside. He's done a sort of switchback manoeuvre and got the racing line down towards the bus stop chicane. Round the outside goes the German under the brakes. And has he timed it? Has he ever? Towards the cutback potentially for hit. What an opportunistic and mathematical genius there from Leopard to just time his braking zone to perfection.
Yeah, that's an absolutely beautiful move from Leopard there. Completely outbraked hit and went beautifully around the outside. Don't know whether hit actually broke earlier than Leopard, just to actually allow him to go through. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but that was a brilliant move. But looks like hit's going to have a slipstream here on Leopard.
There's no DRS in these conditions, but Leopard has it on Fens as well, which might just be enough for him to hold it potentially through towards Lecom. And now we have that LCR 1-2-3 continent LCRs you'll ever see in perspective here today, as I always do like to mention all the nationalities of everyone. But Fens is struggling now, and Leopard is smelling fresh blood here through towards Bloshimon, and the bus stop chicane is right on the back of the Ferrari. He now goes to the inside, but then of course can try to switch back and try and do exactly what he did on VBR hit. Not quite successful this time, but under the brakes might have a little go. Fens is far too knowledgeable to that, and of course being a Oceania current championship leader, he knows what it takes to grab a race victory. Interestingly, hit is in.
Yeah, no, I was going to say it's not unheard of to see people lap pitting this early. Lap 4 to 6 is the pit window for these superstars. Don't last very long, and I think obviously I think he had a moment up Eau Rouge on the previous lap, so maybe his tyres have just gone.
Sorry, but here comes Leopard down the Kemmel straight, round the outside goes the German on the Australian, and I think Fens is in fact sort of waved him on, knows that he's quicker and thinking about his own race here. Meanwhile, Jolly flies past here, so amazed into 7th on the mediums, by the way. Look at how far that Force India is up. He's only about a second off them Supersoft runners, so a dark horse to get a really good result as it stands, but still should mean that it's going to cost him maybe like a little bit of time. Interested to see what the leaders do in terms of pit stops. Mulder is not coming in, Leopard comes in, Fens does as well, so it's going to be an undercut attempt, and this lap is going to be race critical for Mulder to try and get away, as Melanie also comes in behind.
Yeah, Mulder is going to have to put his pedal to the metal now, really do the lap of his life if he doesn't want to get undercut here. I know the undercut, it's not massive round here like other tracks, but it is a thing, so if he can, but he's going to have to put it into Rich. He's already used nearly 80% of his ERS already, and we're only on lap 6.
Oh! Fens got a bit of wheel spin coming out the pits. It was already a poor stop for him and has now lost position to hit thanks to that. He would have been sailing on clear ahead of the Frenchman, but because of that small bit of a sort of twitch, he was too eager to get on the throttle with the cold mediums, and just like that, he has lost the position out to the Frenchman. And look at the gap ahead between himself and Leopard. Leopard has scarpered away by nearly a second and a half. No chance for a lunge there potentially, but really through this section he needs to try and find a way past them. Wait a minute, go before leaving it. Blanchimont, he's right on the back of him. The Season 1 champion, round the outside goes VBR Hit on him, and just like that, I think Hit might be ahead, and yes he is, even despite the grass and sort of the determination from Apex is not going to be enough, but the leaders, Mulder is now in, so let's see where he funnels out.
That was a very nice quick sharp stop from the Toro Rosso boys. So it's going to be interesting as Leopard comes across the line now, coming to turn 1. This is going to be tight, you know, and Mulder's done it. What a lap, an in-lap by Mulder. He's pulled out even more of a gap on Leopard here. He's on cold tyres, I might add. But if he can get a good lap going here, unbelievable, well played from Mulder, brilliant in-lap. And he's warming up his tyres.
Oh, Jolly's off at Lake Com. Jolly has binned it, and they go. Oh, Waitsel's then binned it as well. What has happened to the? He must have reacted to the fact that he's seen Jolly spinning, and all of a sudden just sort of lost his concentration and dropped it himself. So both of them are lost out. Ina Mortara now gets ahead of Jolly. Waistel, of course, continues to drop down because all these people have stopped gaining positions on him. Meanwhile, Melanie's gone on the inside against his fellow fitter, Kelsey's Janny, and swoops on past potentially, and indeed does. Bizarre scenes.
Yeah, but just up at the front, Mulder, Leopard is right behind Mulder here. Those coal medium tyres are really struggling. Leopard goes to the outside, Mulder squeezes him. We're going side by side here. Looks, I reckon Leopard's going to have this move done yet. Just those more grip, more heat in the tyres, and he gets that move done. He's up into effective P1.
He needs to really get the power down to get himself back into this scrap. We'll still in a second window, but now Hit, of course, is going to smell the opportunity that he's looking racy on their mediums and looking absolutely pristine on them. Mulder gets a time penalty as well, which is not going to help him in this race. And again, Hit goes to the outside line towards bus stop chicane. Going to try and fight his way down. It's on a bit of a sort of nudge there from VBR Hit. Has he got the move done? Indeed goes through towards Les Source, but is Mulder going to try a lunge? He is going to try the lunge. He puts his nose in and has his nose in, but Hit round the outside with the defence is able to hold it. And now Hit could potentially be the lead car to try and challenge Leopard. Good run out of, even possibly from this far back, a good run out of here. It could be crucial, but he gets a bit of a sort of oversteer, but still might have DRS through towards the Kemmel Straight. Are they going to all try and go on a move on one another? Hit closing in, Mulder closes in. Hit's going to go to the inside under the brakes, but not close enough to really think about a move, but is right on the back and really knocking on the door here of LCR Leopard.
A little bit squirrely coming out of turn 1, and literally Hit was pushing him through here, and Hit is really close behind Leopard here. So go up, yellow flags, up Eau Rouge, not quite sure.
CSR amazed. It's amazed, and all of a sudden he's going to funnel out in this scrap. Hit's got it inside. Amaze is on the inside. He can't go anywhere. Hit can't go anywhere. Leopard defends it, and that has just proved perfect for Mulder as well. He swoops round the outside.
What a move by
Hit's
Mulder.
off. Hit's in the wall. It has a small moment through towards Lake Com, and you could just see the championship begin to funnel away. And surely what looked to be the inevitable has become even more a certainty here today. VBR Hit is out of the Belgium Grand Prix. Oh my.
I actually missed that. I wasn't on board with that, but that is, I think, does this mean if Leopard finishes this race, he is the champion? Is that?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Okay.
If Leopard wins, it goes out to 98 points, which means if Hit is outscored by 2 points, he will be champion by Italy. Which, I can't know I'm saying that. I actually can't, as Ida Mortara retires from the session as well. We haven't seen what's happening, but it looked to be an incident. It looks to be a little spun off, but into the pits meanwhile comes King Liam.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one, see where he eventually funnels out. As his teammate Jolly continues on, he's had a great start on them medium tyres, but the front runners are starting to catch us. LK is also retired, not quite sure what happened there. Looks like they're all going to funnel past him. As Liam now exits the pits.
Should not clear with Melanie. There's another yellow flag over the sector 3. It's all kicking off. LK's retired, Ida Mortara's retired, and of course we lost Hit as well, but here comes Mulder for the race lead. Here he comes to the outside line. down the Kemmel straight, long way around for the Dutchman to claim redemption back on Leopard. Can he do it? Yes, he can. And through goes Mulder back into that race lead. But with all this scrapping, this could prove costly because, well, if Jolly begins to hold these guys up, Liam is only 2.5 seconds back. So, don't discount him. The leaders, all three of them, still within around about a second between all three of them. In fact, less than that. It looks to be about 9/10. But Mulder having to try and funnel his way through towards Arouge and Radion on Jolly. Here they can't towards that section. He's right on the back, but so is Leopard. Will they be 3 wide down towards Laycom? They come. Mulder and Leopard both go to the inside. Now they're both at the outside. Leopard going to try to the inside on the pair of them. Under the brakes might be ballsy stuff from the German. Down the inside he goes. He defends as best he can. Jolly squeezes out and sort of sends a push off to say, Leopard, what were you thinking there, lad? He gets past just about. Mulder gets in the race lead and Scarpa's on ahead. Fences down the inside of Leopard through towards the hairpin, trying to take advantage of that fact. Down the inside goes the Australian, takes advantage, and in the end, Leopard loses out thanks to taking the risk.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be thanking his teammate for that one there. Really helped Liam out, and now he is within DRS of Leopard on fresher tyres. So we're going to have to see what Liam can do now.
Wavestall's out of the session. How on earth has he done that? He's binned it at the inside of the bus stop chicane. And simultaneously, Leopard picks up a time penalty, which now means, I cannot believe I'm saying this, Fens is in the position to win this Grand Prix.
He's now out of DRS from Fens, so he's going to be a sitting duck as they go along the Kemmel Straight. And Liam is, you know what Liam's like, we know exactly what he's like. He's not scared to make a move. As Fens gets a 3-second time penalty.
I'm so sorry, Fens. I have absolutely jinxed you in the chat. I'm going to apologise for Discord, but here comes Liam on Leopard. Down the inside goes the Brit on the German. And in the end, Leopard makes it fairly easy for him. And I don't know what's happened to Leopard. He's just dropped off. Or is it the possibility he picked up a minor bit from damage? But that's not going to help Liam towards the hairpin. Liam, though, still, despite basically making a cloud of smoke for Leopard to try and funnel away from, almost like the squid on Mario Kart, couldn't find the way past to take the opportunity back. But now Liam going to try and focus ahead, not have to worry about the fact that a 3-time LCR champion is right on their tail. Wants to see, knowing that Fens is struggling, and that presents him the opportunity of doing his best to try and close back in and maybe potentially get back a podium in this one, as at the moment it looks to be all but over for his podium hopes. But this is a really good opportunity here with 6 laps left to be done. This battle for P2 is separated by 9/10. What a run from Liam out of Les Source through towards Arouge and Radion. Fens is struggling. He's gone straight to the outside line, down towards the Kemmel Straight. Long way round for Liam, but with the DRS, he's got the move. He's sailing on clear before they've even reached Laycom. Leopard is closing up as well. He tried to look to the inside under the brakes, but Fens was having none of that. He knew he was defeated with Liam. He was far from defeated with Leopard, and now can Liam begin to scarper clear?
Yeah, that's key now. He's managed to get past Leopard, didn't. See if he can scarper off into the distance and maybe cut into Mulder's 4-second lead. Mulder's having it all his own way here so far this race. Pole position, and obviously currently leading the race by 4.1 seconds.
I was just looking even more racy and going to think, well, if I can find a way past Fens and keep the DRS to Liam, I've still got an opportunity for P2, which would be fantastic given what we've seen from him this race.
Yeah, and obviously all this is Leopard managing to stick with these guys. He's been managing to save his DRS because he nearly used it all by the end, but he is looking racy here as he got a great run on Fens up Eau Rouge, and he goes to the outside and it looks like it's just a matter of time. There we go, nice easy move from Leopard. So he goes up into P3, and now can he catch up with Liam as Liam runs nearly outbroke himself there, but still can Leopard catch up to Liam now and put some pressure on the Force India driver for P2.
Add himself to a list of 27 different LCR world victors, shall we say, and the first ever Dutch one. You'd have thought that maybe someone else might have been able to do it before for Netherlands, but Liam has picked up a 3-second time penalty, and surely the podium is on the brink. And then, what's happened there? He's lost it through towards Pouon. Leopard's now down the inside. I think he kissed the back of him and did the German. Down the inside goes Leopard, couldn't quite hold it. What has just happened there with the Force India? Did he pause? I'm not too sure.
Not quite sure what happened there. Maybe my only thought was that he paused it to try and record that warning that he got there, so it might get taken off. But obviously then Leopard was right behind him. I only just caught the end of that. That he paused, and I saw Leopard trying to get around the outside of Pooh, and I was thinking, what the hell's going on here? But as Liam goes to the inside to defend from Leopard, and Fens puts his nose in against Leopard here. As Liam goes really wide there.
Oh, wide!
Three wide down the straight.
Down the middle. This could be an insane move for the Australian, and he flies on past, does the Australian. He's down under, he's upside down, but on this track, he has found his right way, and he's into second place. What a move from the Australian to currently on for 18 points, but for how long is it going to be? Because Laycom and the Camel straight awaits. Liam goes to the outside line as expected. Leopard might see the opportunity down the middle and try and take the pair of them. He has gone to the middle, but Liam has already sailed on past. Leopard gets back ahead, and they're back in the order they were. But what a move from LCR Fens towards Lay Source. What about that? But again, not going to be on for the German on the Brit. He's run wide. Liam has run a bit wide there out of the bus stop chicane, and here he goes again towards Les Source. Leopard and Liam both squeeze the middle to know that Fens can't go for it this time. Liam defends down the inside. Leopard's broke late. Fens kisses the back of Liam. I think the reduced damage that's going to come together. Leopard then flies on past into second. Fens is now going to think, well, I might have an opportunity, but Liam, I think, probably broke to sort of not allow Leopard to have the DRS towards the Camel straight. Now here comes Liam and comes Fens down towards the Laycom. They come round the outside goes Liam. He probably might funnel on past Leopard. Fens is now trying to get himself involved as well. Round the outside goes the Australian. Leopard defends the inside as hard as he can, but Fens once again takes the opportunistic move and is now into the middle of this train.
And a well-deserved. Fens makes a move. But I think Liam again is possibly letting this happen.
Round the outside goes Fens on the throttle. What about that under traction? And here comes Leopard down the inside and towards the final lap they go. Leopard down the inside on Liam. He's going to try and get his way through, but it's sort of nudge between the two. Almost as to say, nope, I'm going to come through. No, I'm going to come through. And now down towards Arouge and Radion. Liam's trying to hold the inside, but never going to be on towards one of the most difficult sections to go side by side in the Formula 1 calendar. Fens is a little bit off through towards the Camel straight. Now here comes the pair of them. All of this, by the way, is allowing Menely to come in. If he gets in 3 seconds, he will come second, but down through the middle goes Liam. Fens lets them go. Leopard not going to yield though. In the end has to as he skips across the chicane. He's not going to get a time penalty, thank goodness for that. Fens sails on through, but look at the gap to Melanie, by the way. If that gap comes under 3 seconds to the top 3, he will come second out of all of this.
Unbelievable, I didn't even see that, and it's down to 2.7. All this battling has allowed Melanie to just quietly come in there and possibly get a P2 here. This is unbelievable. Well,
it's really high up on the chances as Brad, I think, has binned it on the final lap at Arouge. Of all the times you have to bin it, why be the final time on this one? He's going to surely home in 11th because it's 1 minute between Squidgy and Brad, so you would feel it's done and dusted. But up towards the final couple of corners come the leaders. Up comes Mulder. I cannot believe it. We have waited so long. He's had so many chances with so many pole positions. The man nicknamed the one-lap wonder of LCR has produced 22 laps of absolute glory. LCR Mulder wins the Belgium Grand Prix in spectacular fashion. Meanwhile behind, they're all going to battle right up to the final corner, but it's not going to matter, is it? Onto the line, Liam and Leopard of course drops out. Melody comes third. He misses out to Fens by 200ths in the end. Unbelievable that sees Fens comes second, Melanie comes third, Leopard comes fourth, Liam fifth, Gianni sixth. How about that?